Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, innovative, and amazing Propagandacast from your host, Imperial Dane, the one, the only Master Propaganda Hero Psych Defender of the Fatherland. Off to another glorious, riveting, and exciting Propagandacast from your host, Imperial Dane, the one and only Master Propaganda Hero Psych Defender of the Fatherland. Off here to our 1v1 on Taranto Coastline. In the south stands Pax Ajax, the one and only, fighting for America, freedom, democracy. Here with the 41st Division. In the north stands Charlotte, fighting here for the Deutsche South Corps, the German army. Here with the 26th Panzer Division. No immediate battle group chosen here, but we got a Panzer Grenadier start here for Charlotte. None of that heavy Panzer Pier openings. It is all Panzer Grenadier. In the north we got the Panzer Pioneer still advancing over the German army, and the far west we got the Scouts for Pax Ajax, with Rifleman on the way there. And as always, a big hearty thanks to my patron supporters who keep the Propagandacast running through their generous and most welcome, Patreon pledges. A big thanks to all those. We got a second Panzer Grenadier squad here for Charlotte. More Kana TK bolt action rifle wielding a gentleman. Heading northwards there. The German Panzer Grenadier squad, like the German Grenadier squad, actually had two machine guns per squad. So, little fun fact there. That is, a total of 12 to 10 men would then have two machine guns supporting them. More of a leapfrogging element there with them. So, little fun fact there. Rifle squads they're pouring out here for Pax Ajax. So far, though, just steady approaches from either side, getting as much infantry in there as they can on the field. No sign of battle groups yet. And there you go, first clash like happening around the southern victory point there as Rifleman and Panzer Grenadier clash. But of course, Pax Ajax has a surprise up his sleeve. It's a second rifle squad right around the corner. Charlotte following up with a third Panzer Grenadier squad there. That's going to be a fair amount of Panzer Grenadier up north there. Meanwhile, progress continues to happen here for the German army as the south is rapidly falling into the hands here of the United States Army. Panzers they're rushing back. Third squad they're almost done. Could see a counter push here from Charlotte with a bit more thrust behind it. Panzer Pioneer moving away from the victory point towards the munitions point, probably realizing that a bunch of munitions for flamethrowers, mines, and machine guns would probably do Charlotte and the German army a lot of good. Meanwhile, here, Pax Ajax, of course, hoping to hit that munitions point right outside Charlotte's base, is rudely disrupted in that attempt. There's the Panzers moving up. He catching the rifle squad there up close. The Panzers will absolutely beat the living tar out of the rifle here. They're taking a lot of damage. Casualties will steadily pile up here. The second rifle squad is arriving, but just not fast enough to turn this battle really in the favor of Pax Ajax. He falls back, but he's certainly taking quite a beating here, a thrashing. He won't soon forget. He ends up retreating the second squad as well, perhaps just figuring there's not much he can actually do there in terms of like holding ground anyway. So rather than waste precious time and manpower on such a fruitless endeavor, he just retreats the rifle squad and sets up for more cohesive counterattack. Charlotte with the light support company here. Rifle squad going for that munitions point here. Panzer Pioneer and they got the Flammenwerfer for 35 on the way. Scouts probing up the center west side there. We got Panzers pushing forward, and we got the ambulance for Charlotte for some precious healing there. And Pax Ajax doesn't even stop the munitions point to go straight for the fuel point. And for disruption here of Charlotte's fuel supplies, sharp and savvy. We got armored support here for Charlotte with the veteran gunners there. Ability chosen. Rifle squad attacking Panzer squad here, caught in a bad spot. We'll need to retreat here. And that means the Panzers here will probably also have to retreat soon because they're also not going to be in a great engagement, honestly, overall. Fighting here with Northern Fuel continues. Panzer Pioneer, though, are having a rough time with the rifle squad, which is obviously not having the time of its life either. But they do manage to go out the fuel point there and seize it for America. And even if it's not connected, it is basically going to be a lot of time and then wasted for Charlotte trying to get that fuel back. Of course, Charlotte is trying to favor somewhat here against Pax Ajax up by the northwestern fuel point. Rifle squad being dispatched here with that. Scouts also following up here, southern points being seized. A lot of back and forth action. Ambulance busy at work there, patching up the Panzer Grenadier. Good to go. We'll have to see what happens next. Will Charlotte go for the more recent choice by some players to go for the fast support elements into the Flak feeling? Or will Charlotte continue to sort of stick with the more common, well, not most common, but now still more common mechanized company choice there, and some Ajax and Marders. But there you go, we do get fast support elements, so that could very likely be a Flak feeling, which is steadily catching on more in the DAK build orders and metagame here. And that could certainly be a big problem here for both Pax Ajax infantry and his light vehicles. Panzer Pioneer catching the last squad and then burning through them rapidly here, causing a lot of damage there. Veterans 1 achieved with the Panzer Pioneer opening up for the stun grenade, though technically that was just, the Stielhand grenade. It wasn't just meant to, kill by explosive force. It was also meant to, stun defenders with the concussive blast. So technically that's pretty much all the Stielhand grenade in there. But obviously if they all could do that, that wouldn't be too fun for the opponent. Anyways, up north at Ralph Scott's the Panzer Grenadier. Grabbing back the fuel point there. Meanwhile, Pax, of course, is trying to get his own fuel point back. But Charlotte and the German army is, of course, trying to make that as difficult as possible, as you typically want to do. Back here, we got the infantry support set up. We got an interesting choice. We actually got the demolition package here on the way for Pax, which have the demolition charge. More crucially, the M6 anti-tank mine, which some players are starting to sort of really like. Meanwhile, Panzer Group out here for Charlotte. Bit of quick mechanization, but also, of course, an indicator that Charlotte is, concerned about a sudden Greyhound hitting her out of nowhere. So having a Panzer squad out there, of course, do a fair amount of good business there, in particular since they still got some time to go for what you can call in the Flak feeling. Heading northwards here for the fuel point there against Scouts being used effectively. And there you go, grenades off in the half-track, damaging the engine. Second grenade dodged. That's quite a few munitions here from Pax Ajax just on that little adventure. Grabbing munitions point here back for the Fatherland. Really good map control so far about Pax Ajax. Picking his engagements very wisely so far. He's able to exert pretty good map control here, and of course a good part is also just the scout and the scouts and the ability to just rapidly grab points here. So a lot of a rapid back and forth action, and we also got, I believe, a motor pull up there for Pax Ajax. Thus, a good reason to bring in these Panzer Jägers here versus Pax Ajax. Panzer Grenadier right up with the rifle squads, sent packing. Obviously, 2 squads versus 1 is not an engagement you're going to win as the Germans. There we go, we do get the Flak feeling on the way there. One of many types of half-tracks the Germans would just mount the Flak feeling on because, turns out that's really good. And we got Pax here laying down not 1 but 2 sets of anti-tank mines. Good God. In this case, though, Charlotte is able to discover this bit of high explosive skullduggery and avoid total annihilation there with the potential vehicle. Still lose the half-track, but say had that been, not discovered and the Flak feeling rushed into that, would have been a huge blow to Charlotte and probably straight up GG there for Pax Ajax. So, and admittedly, it also had been, Achtrad or whatever, that been a huge blow. So, either way, though, savvy and cheeky move there by Pax. We got more M6 heavy anti-tank mines going down there. Meanwhile, the Flak feeling has arrived there. What was the gun itself is the Flak feeling, the rest is just the half-track. Ralph squads and all such going for the fuel points again, really hitting Charlotte's feeling come incredibly hard. Now Panzer gives the Ralph squad, they're cancelling the mines again. Pax definitely not having the best of luck, they're getting his mines up. Ralph squad there sent screaming away here by the Flak feeling, and it's many Flak guns there. Total of 4 2cm Flak guns there. Ripping through the riflemen here as well, quickly suppressing them. A lot of damage that being inflicted on Pax Ajax. He keeps at it. I guess he sort of forgot about them. However, briefly. Charlotte did not forget about them. But right now, Pax holds all victory points. He keeps up the bleed here on Charlotte. We got an MD-34 as well for the German army. As for Pax Ajax, we do have a Greyhound on the way, though, of course, versus the Flak feeling gets veterans 1. That may not end as well, though, due to the armor-piercing ammunition ability, which will absolutely shred light vehicles. Let's see what happens next here. Stays clear of that one. Could consider some salvage kits here to get more fuel. We got mines here as well from Pax. We got the MG-34. The Greyhound strikes me off of Pax Ajax around the center. Things remain pretty fierce and hot here between Charlotte and Pax Ajax. Aggressive back and forth movement, aggressive vehicle hits here. Neither side slowing down their pace. Pax Ajax, there, of course, has gone for armor. As you can see, this Greyhound is almost immediately veterans who won, which means armor, because you can do get that with ability there. Scout setting a mine in the south here. Greyhound, the force back here due to the encounter with the anti-tank rifles. And certainly the arrival of the flak feeling is not great for that Greyhound either.
Enemy has taken a victory point.
Flak feeling already making pretty good progress towards Veterans 1. Got ramping up here, attacking that flak feeling, but the flak feeling, of course, is quick to respond to that. But the Greyhound is the bigger issue. We also got the 5th card that adds to the Greyhound, increasing its anti-infantry damage. Flak feeling keeps at it. Grenades off of the machine gun crew here, killing Reinhold there. Panzer is pushing forward. The flak feeling just keeps ripping through those Americans. Mein Gott, was verdammt, the Americans ever stop attacking? Nein, it's almost like they want to be ripped apart by this thing. I'm knowing the state of the healthcare system. I can't entirely blame them. Riflemen there being ripped apart here. Veterans 1 achieving this does open up for the armor-piercing ammunition, which besides just, you know, increasing the penetration, also slows down vehicles being attacked by. That's actually an important element to keep in mind. And if you're not aware of this and haven't encountered the flak feeling yet, you're going to get a bit of a nice surprise. I did when someone unleashed it against me for the first time. So, very good ability. Bit expensive, but it will absolutely rip apart light vehicles if your opponent is not careful. In this case, though, Pax Ajax Greyhound somehow survives. More crucially, the driver survives, and you know, he's going to be like the one the first line of fire there against that. And we got a Flampanzer 3 here selected for Charlotte. We'll actually see if Charlotte goes for it. I mean, we do see plenty of people going for this battle group, but rarely will we actually see the Flampanzer 3, which, as the name suggests, was a flamethrower version of the Panzer 3. They would modify a variety of tanks and vehicles to be flamethrower vehicles, so the most common was the 251 half-track. But that, they would even convert a bunch of captured French Char B tanks with flamethrowers. That was a bit of fun there. There was also, I believe, some Panzer 2s, was Panzer 1s upgraded with flamethrowers as well there. Some of them with some rather unique flamethrower designs. And wow, Charlotte actually did it. We did get a flamethrower tank here out of Charlotte. Crikey. Things just got spicy. Cat being caught in with the flak half-track there, not the Flampanzerwagen. And there he goes, sent packing here. Route squad tanking from the north, need to be of course around that flak feeling. West side here, route squad there. Could be caught in a bit of crossfire here if Pax Ajax isn't careful. But with this much mechanization now behind Charlotte's infantry, she's clearly on the offensive here in the center here. Panzerjägers, Panzer Pioneer, and machine guns here, preventing any immediate reinforcements here. Greyhound moving forward here, need to be of course around that flak feeling. And there you go, armor piercing unleashed here, and the Greyhound is just getting pretty much disassembled here by the Germans. Down it goes, Vetty 2 on the flak feeling, just absolute carnage here. And we got, I think, a full rout here from Pax 8 as well then. Absolute crashing series of blows here. And Pax is more or less forced to vacate the battlefield entirely as Charlotte goes vorwärts für Deutschland here. Flampanzerwagen looking for targets to incinerate utterly. And we got another Panzer squad out here. North here, scouts about to get scorched as well here by the Flampanzer 3. That is a lot of fire there. And just an insult to injury, or injury to injury, we got the flak feeling here, covering the retreat path. And we got salvage kits, so, yep, can steadily salvage the ground here for a bit of extra fuel. But then actually try and push for the Panzer Army Command already. As for Pax, the question of course, what do you know? He's going to go for the Chaffee, alright. Not a bad choice either, though still needs to remind me of the flak feelings, since of course on top of the armor-piercing ammunitions, there is also the veteran gunners, so he can punch through, you know, a fair amount of light vehicle and light tanks. Route squad caught with the Flampanzer, the flak feeling, trying to lay down a mine here. Bold move with Pax Ajax, but in this case, just ends up spilling a lot of blood. Good God, that's a lot of blood. My God, Helmut, I didn't know these Americans could contain so much blood. They did something in the diets. Meanwhile, we got the Chaffee running forward to the M24. Goes straight at it, though. Right into the flak feeling. And again, just also don't forget the anti-tank rifles. It takes an inordinate amount of damage here. And the Chaffee goes down. Clearly underestimated the armor-piercing ammunition on that flak feeling. That was pretty good there for Charlotte. Pretty horrific for Thanks, Ajax. There's otherwise excellent map control now. Definitely endangered here as Charlotte now has access to 2 potent anti-infantry vehicles, and Pax Ajax light vehicles just got turned into Swiss cheese by the Flak feeling. North here, you got the Ralph squad here versus the Panzer Peony, the Panzer Grenadiers, and of course a 250 half-track here. Pax Ajax and the 41st Invasion here struggling against the 26th Panzer Division here as Charlotte does not let up. Another Chaffee, a bold choice here, but Pax just, you know, hopefully he's learned his lesson and will be a bit more wise about how you attack this thing. Because while it's not exactly tanky, it doesn't need to be when things will die faster than it, unless again they are sufficiently armoured. And light tanks are not exactly known for being heavily armoured.
We're losing grasp of a strategic point.
More burning here going on. Almost got the Panzer IV here. Flak feeling going for it again. Once more an aggressive push here with the armor-piercing rounds, and another Chaffee just gets annihilated. In fact, the Flak thing's about to hit veterans. In fact, it has hit veterans infantry. They're definitely going to get some tank destruction badges on that crew, that's for sure. I'm sure much to the confusion of the Corps Commander. And yeah, is this Flak crew you have to give out some tank destruction badges? Yeah, Flak 88, yeah, 9, Flak feeling. Flak feeling? Gotta be shitting me. 9. It's a very American light tanks, but you know, still Panzers. Yeah, but still. Flak feeling. I'm a bit worried about that crew. Right squad, there's the Panzer Grenadier here by the munitions point. Still, even with all this going, even with Pax Ajax bleeding light tanks, like, you know, he's the Soviet army, you know, still maintaining good aggressive map control. We also can see here, meanwhile, Charlotte has pushed here for the Panzer Main Command and is pushing for Panzer IV. We got a half-track going down, and Pax Ajax is establishing some kind of control up north here. So even if, again, he's losing here, he's more crucially establishing dominance over the field, which very much has always remained a key component of American strategy. Straight into the Flak feeling again. Team 3, the riflemen are just not having what you'd call a great time. Anti-tank goes out for Pax Ajax. The Flak feeling can't just rip that apart with armor-piercing ammunition. Yet. Paxing up pressure, of course. We could lay down some mines and trying to bait the Flak feeling with the Flam Panzers all that into it. There might be some better hope here. And we got the Panzer 3L here out for Pax, oh not for Pax, for Charlotte here and the German army. But with the high velocity 50mm gun here, increased penetration, but of course decreased anti-infantry performance. South here, another push for the southern munition point here, southeastern one. With the machine guns and pumpkins about here, Charlotte east rebuffs here, Pax Ajax advances. The other Panther ring right north here can of course add the pin 'em up machine gun, always a good addition in my opinion. Of course, another good addition could be some machine guns for those Panzer Grenadier. Or maybe some upgrades in the form of the veteran squad leaders. Good shot from them on taking there straight through the side armor of the Flak feeling. Second shot though misses, was close though. Southern points being seized, we've got the enemy following up here. Further up north here, Panzer IV at the ready, we've got the Ralph squad pushing to the Panzer Grenadier here. Should definitely have the pin-up machine gun on the Panzer Kampfwagen, and there you go, pushing for the Ralph squad here by the northern victory point. Straight into an anti-tank raid here. Captain versus the Panzer Grenadier by the southern point, machine gun setting out. More riflemen advancing forwards, Captain suppressed. Flam Panzer remaining in reserve. We got the Panzer V, they're falling back towards the northern point here, while also getting repaired. And Charlotte is not too far away from maybe just going for another Panzer V, which point there's going to be 2 Panzer IIIs and a Flam Panzer III and a Flak feeling. And Pax Ajax at this stage has, I think, 2 anti-tank guns. That's it. Having lost multiple light tanks rather fizzling away a bit here. His initial vehicular lead here was Charlotte. But there you go. Flampanzer going for the YP attempt on the engineers. Flak feeling joining in. Down to one man. But looks like he makes it. The Flampanzer takes heavy damage. Further south here, a brutal hand-to-hand combat scenario involving here between Charlotte and Pax Ajax. Looks like Rapin narrowly win that one. Further up north here, damage engine the Panther 3. And to Tangos admittedly a bit exposed here, like a good push here from Charlotte could wipe out the crews and destroy them. But thankfully, Charlotte's forces are apparently not quite in a condition to actually exploit that. Back here for Pax Ajax, not much further else happening here. We got 261 to 367. Pax still enjoys a strong lead here over Charlotte in terms of victory points. We got a second Panzer 3 here, so Charlotte definitely pushing for those Panzerkampfwagen 3. Additional war cores, they are fairly cost efficient. And particularly can be get out a bit fast. You just, take this path, you can rush out the Panzer command. Panzerjäger sent packing their asses on fire. And far up north here, Charlotte once more goes for the northern victory point and probably is going to threaten the northern field point as well. Western one. Captain King about here, veterans you want. Getting a flanking on the machine gun here by the southeastern victory point. Panther 3 setting out here, Flak feeling supporting, others awaiting repairs. At this point, I probably started to expect Pax Ajax to push for that EC8. Here versus Charlotte. There we go. Far south, we got the EC8 arriving here, laden with assault engineers. I've got to push back the Panther engineers here. And some mines down as well. But yeah, setting up the anti-tanks, clearly expecting sort of assault here. That's been, of course, is vulnerable to a potential flank through the center, even like something more surprising through here. We'll have to see what exactly happens. Panther 3 getting its machine gun there being added. Other Panther 3 getting it as well. Flampanzer 3 can't get it. And we got the Flak film cores ready to rip through some more Americans any moment. Now we got mines as well. Another attempt there by Pax Ajax. EC8 keeps rolling ahead here. Goes in an aggressive northbound path. Flampanzer getting to work here, being hit by anti-tankers though. That's it. There's a bit of a gap here and there. Go. Charlotte sees upon this, but there we go. Mine goes off on the Panther 3 anti-tankers though. Not turning around to deal with this. Instead of getting shot at, we got the Panzers on the flank as well here. This is pretty great for Charlotte then, and less so for Pax Ajax, because that means the Panther 3 might actually survive and the anti-tankers will not. Further up north here, the EC goes in pretty aggressive with the limited support. Not entirely going wrong with Pax Ajax, but the EC is all taking heavy damage. Got the anti-tank lodge firing to the side and rear armor, where they can actually do full damage. But that was definitely, I think, a mistake here with Pax Ajax. Basically threw away his EC8. On top of that, he lost both anti-tank without getting a Panther 3 either, so this was some pretty bad engagement for EC8 effectively. And I'm not entirely sure what happened, but the end result was his EC8 didn't do too much because he just went way too deep with it. And his anti-tank guns just got cleared up because they weren't firing on the Panther 3. They could have easily destroyed on their flank, so that's a real feels bad moment here for Pax Ajax, and a real feels good moment here for Sean, particularly because they could just salvage the anti-tank gun here for 26 fuel. In fact, Charlotte could go for another Panther 3 now. So, Pax Ajax here in a pretty hard position. We've got another anti-tank on the way here, though. Looks like the Panther 3 has been marked. But marked for what, I don't quite know, because there's nothing you can really shoot at it. You could try and get some anti-tank grenades off, and that's it. Oh, mine goes off in one of the Panther 3s under Pax, or Charlotte's command. Does go up in flames here. That is a small win here for Pax Ajax in a otherwise large pond of ignominious defeats. Still got the Flampanzer here for Charlotte. Still the other Panther, of course, crucially, that ace Flak feeling crew. 20 kills, 3 of them, either vehicle or tank kills. Well, armored car kills. And tank kills. So yeah, Flak feeling in the right hands is pretty good. Pretty good. Looks like here, though, that Pax might be able to take out the other Panzer. And there you go. That's 2 Panzer IIIs down. That is a significant help here for Pax Ajax. Crucially also still has a lot of his infantry, even if the Flak feeling will probably try to reduce that particular. Another Panzer here for Charlotte and the 26th Panzer Division. 5th Panzer Grenadier Company, supported by the 6th Panzer Company. Flak feeling keeps moving through the right near. We got grenades on the flank, and then you've had 14 here. Double grenades, in fact. Sony's about to get wiped into the Panzer Grenadiers. Still no upgrades there for Charlotte's Panzer Grenadiers whatsoever. Like, no veteran squad leaders, no machine gun gewehren. Feel like that's a bit of an oversight. We got the Panzer Fleet Flam Panzer there moving in. As for Pax, not much LC. Diving in hard here with the Flam Panzer into the anti-tank gun, except can't hit it. And now gets outflanked by the Flam Panzer, and the anti-tank gun crew is being utterly annihilated, caught between the Flam Panzer Fleet and the Flak feeling. There's not much to do there except die horribly. A brutal blow there to Pax Ajax again. And this time Charlotte makes off with the anti-tank gun, seizing it for the fatherland. And Pax's response to all this is to go for more M24 Chaffee tanks. A true believer in the Chaffee. Far up north here, the fresh Panzer will arrive here for Charlotte and the German Panzerwaffe. Racing ahead there.
We are losing grasp of a strategic point.
Cloud Squad being pushed back as the Flam Panzer Fleet rushes forwards again. The complete and utter lack of anti-tank weapons for Pax Ajax remains a significant issue for him. Far up north here, more fun going on here. Panzer Fleet flanking around here. Panzerjäger's Panzer is breaking into the western side now, utterly undefended. We got another M24 Chaffee here, ready for Pax Ajax. We got 109 numbers of him 40. I mean, he still has a victory point leader with Charlotte, but that's really, I feel like, increasingly all that Pax Ajax has got going for him. As Charlotte is otherwise just delivering so many brutal beatings there to Pax. And now we got a push here from Charlotte against the base of Pax Ajax. Got the Flak feeling. Chaffee there and narrowly escapes being utterly annihilated. We got another Chaffee for Pax. We got countless Americans here dying amongst the lemon trees. Second Chaffee ready. Chaffee clearly going for a cavalry approach versus the Germans. Panzer Fleet steadily moving forwards here. Machine gun there, very, very close to the east level as well here. Chaffee, they're going to flank the Panzer Fleet. Shoots at the machine gun crew and actually kills Reinhardt there. That's not bad. But there you go. Shot right through the Panzer Fleet side. Panzer Fleet returns the favour to the Chaffee. Chaffee gets another get shot off. We got the element moving forwards here. Still need to go about attacking the Flak feeling head on, as we're just going to get that, armor piercing round ability going off here. And the Chaffee is once more just being turned into thin slices of shredded cheese. Meanwhile, up north, the Chaffee is actually beating the Panzer III there. And takes it out. Hell of a blow there to Charlotte in a way there. Though Charlotte still, of course, maintains excellent map control. And the Flak feeling is just, again, utterly wrecking the Chaffies. Because they just don't have the armor to like defend themselves against the armor-piercing ammunition of it. And we've got a strafing run into the base here of Pax Ajax and the Luftwaffe wrecks one of the Chaffies, leaving just one Chaffee left with a sliver of health left. Situation here is chaotic and hectic, and we got the Flam Panzer Fleet now pursuing Pax Ajax infantry into the base here, closing in of 82 here. Oh dear, this could be an attempted finishing off blow here, a coup de grace. Meanwhile, we got another Chaffee for Pax. We got anti-tank grenades here on the Flam Panzer Fleet, and we got the Luftwaffe taking out the remaining Chaffee tank inside of Pax Ajax, the increasingly beleaguered base. The Flam Panzer Fleet keeps the pursuit of the riflemen, going hard for it here. Charlotte is fearless, but there you go. More anti-tank grenades, more damage, more death, more distraction. Chaffee is almost dead. Already not dead. There we go, damage engine. Now the Flam Panzer Fleet will not be able to escape the wrath of the Chaffee. That means Charlotte will only have the Flak feeling and some infantry and the anti-tank gun left. Well, actually quite a amount of infantry. Almost got the Flam Panzer Fleet here. Down it goes. Hello blow there to Charlotte. And we got a mechanized company here. Interesting choice there. One option could be that Charlotte is actually going to try and go here for the armored reserves now and push for Tigers or something bigger. Okay, we do get armored reserves here, so it could be Tiger, could just be the Panzer IV or the Stug assault group calling. We'll have to see what exactly this Charlotte here is scheming. As for Pax Ajax, remains one significant obstacle left here that has to be dealt with. And of course is that Flak feeling and half-track there, which is always just making things utterly miserable for him. Further up north here, fresh push here with the BARs. The riflemen are making short work of the unupgraded Panzer Grenadiers. That is for sure. I'm still surprised at the lack of any upgrades in terms of either machine guns or veteran squad leaders. Again, armor-piercing rounds backed up by veteran gunnery makes short work of the Chaffee's armor, and of course the anti-tank rifles don't help either. Flak feeling it almost knocked out. The riflemen themselves are almost wiped out. Pax Ajax, despite a rather rough situation, does not slow down. He keeps up the attacks. He keeps going about, and he does not allow Charlotte to sort of just say rob him of any hope of victory. And Pax Ajax is going for another Chaffee. This first one has reached veteran T2. Not too shabby at all. Up north here, we got the machine flanked of the Rifle Squad. Further up north here, heavy fan going by the northern fuel point here, northwestern. And the fuel point connecting is being hit here by Charlotte's infantry. Flak feeling, meanwhile, remains an utter menace to the Americans. There we go, second Chaffee ready. There is 2 all-American light tanks here. Ready to take on the Germans. Fun fact, the British also received some Chaffee tanks via Lend-Lease, and I do believe they actually saw service in the Second World War. The Soviets, on the hand, I believe, did not receive any Chafees. So that's a bit of a fun fact there. There you go. Chaffee is running. This guy's actually a good flank. Forces the turret tank to turn around a bit. And with the second Chaffee, though, the Flak feeling is finally doomed. No way here of Charlotte to sort of get that one out of there. And suddenly, you know, Pax is actually in a pretty good position because now Charlotte only has the anti-tank and some anti-tank rifles. And Pax can just, like, you know, push for map control, maybe lay down some mines. So the question is, does Charlotte keep pushing for that Tiger tank? Does she go for a Panzer IV assault group or the Stug assault group? And there's obviously the Panzer III assault group. Honestly, that one just isn't worth it at the moment. It's just like a Panzer III with some infantry running along on it. But for the same price, you can just go for a Panzer IV with the same. Or pair of Stugs, so this one kind of loses out a bit, honestly. Got one of the Chafees, though. Small win there for Charlotte. And we got Greyhounds out now here for Pax Ajax and the 41st Infantry. Machine gun anti-tank around the Greyhound touching in there. Several anti-tank rifle hits here. More anti-tank rifle hits there on the side and rear armor of the Greyhound. Definitely not made for protecting against anti-tank rifle hits. Got the anti-tank crew there. Small winning for Pax, but we do get a grenade here. Flung with some absolute extra precision here by the Panzer Grenadiers, blowing out the engine of the Greyhound. It would appear that Charlotte is sticking to that Tiger tank. Come hell or high water, she will get that Tiger from the 504th Schwere Panzerabteilung. We got more BS being headed to the riflemen here. We got 187.65 here. Chaffee need repairs, and we got a second Greyhound out for Charlotte. Even as the Tiger tank approaches, I don't think Pax Ajax has quite considered the possibility that Charlotte is going to be chucking a Tiger tank at him soon. Panzer Ajax there won by the riflemen. Sending McSees there, and further up north, Panzer Grenadiers hard at work there, grabbing as much as they can there. And Charlotte is just almost there at the Tiger tank. Mines going off here around the center. Panzer Jägers survived thanks to that mine. Close call there for Charlotte. Panzer Pioneer charging in into the BAR wielding rifleman here, but eventually they're able to become the Panzer Pioneer. Just absolute hectic and chaotic fighting. Charlotte is just a matter of moments away from the Tiger tank. East has the manpower, it's just the fuel. But things are going to take a bit longer. Pax, meanwhile, getting his stuff repaired here. Both armored cars need repairs, focusing up the medical station. He probably should be focusing on the Greyhounds. Just, oh well. But now, at the 35-minute mark here, Charlotte does call in the Tiger tank here. Oh my. It's not exactly often you see a Tiger tank 1v1s after those initial nerfs to that whole system, and I would not be surprised at some point they maybe make some changes, at least help make some of these assault groups a bit more accessible. But for now, here it is, the Tiger. You got all fixed point control here of almost all of them actually. But Pax is not the sloucher either. Chaffee charging in here. Grabbing the southeastern victory point back. Greyhound's being fixed up. Tiger tank heading northwards here. So only benefit from an MD-34 pin might be added there. Panzer going to be routed. Grabbing northern western victory point. We're 84 to 59.
Victory point lost.
And we got Pax Ajax with another EC8 Sherman. Summoning forth the power of Brad Pitt to take on the Tiger, even if I'm fairly certain Pax Ajax isn't aware of the Tiger yet. Maybe, you know, Brad Pitt came to him in a dream or something, I don't know. Last bombard here by the Tiger tank, from the north here. We got info ripping from the swell here. And we got air support calling in the EC8, the Chaffee and the Greyhound. Misses the American mostly here. Greyhound almost down, EC8 pushing forward. Got the Tiger tank going there, great shot there. Units being obliterated by the EC8 here. Chaffee, Greyhound trying to escape the Tiger tank. The Greyhound stands no chance as it gets utterly ripped apart. They're like it's made out of paper, which in the face of a Tiger tank, it might as well be. EC8 gets another great shot on the Tiger tank through the side. Armoured has to escape here. Narrowly dodges the Luftwaffe here. Another shot there from the EC8 through at the Tiger tank, not one that penetrates. Another shot here off. Tiger tanks almost got the EC8, but narrowly misses. We got 175 to 57 Tiger tank backing off further north here. We got a depleted captain versus a full, almost near a silver Panzer Grenadier squad. Rauschgold flanking up, and these are A's, and they are heavily equipped, and they got an axe to grind. EC8 in heavy need of repairs here for Pax Ajax. Tiger tank, of course, also need of them, but at least we do have the major repair kits alongside the Panzer Pioneer to expedite the repairs here of the Tiger tank. Early model here, of course, with the S-mine launchers, which they would remove. Don't know actually why, but I guess it just didn't quite work out. They'd hoped for them. They would try mounting them on some of the Panther 3s, so the late model, the model ends, but in the end, yeah. They would end up going for the Verteidigung system towards the end of the war. Ralph's got their push back here by the Tiger tank. Veterans won already. Ralph's moving forwards. Need to come up to get close to the Tiger tank because there's the whole S-mine launchers. Oh! And there we go, S-mine launches. I love that ability, and that was a full wipe on Pax Ajax. Up north here, fighting from the northern victory point, brewing up again here. Puntgun is routed here, sent rushing back to the base. Pax launches forward for the EC8 once more, turning to the power of Brad Pitt here to take on the Tiger tank. Got the Chaffee up as well here. And there you go, getting flanked by the Chaffee. EC8 punching through the engineers. Hard at work, keeping Brad's Pitt Glory tank there going. Anti-tank Tiger here, covering the Tiger tank against any deep flanks from the Chaffee. The EC8 keeps at it. Tiger tank at Vetty 2 now. EC8 they're rapidly fixed up. Engineers going here for the Tiger tank. And the Panzer Pioneer. Oh no, the Panzer actually got wiped. Those were Panzer Pioneers. But there we go. EC8 heavily damaged again by the Tiger tank and the anti-tank gun. Almost got it. And the EC8 goes down alongside multiple engineers. A brutal murder shot here from the Tiger tank. So yeah, that's quite hectic stuff. 175 to 25 there. Pax Ajax furiously keeps hammering away here at Charlotte. Up north in the villa here, we got the Grand just blasting the entire front of the house there with just 50 cal ammo and just 37 guns. We got assault grenades for Charlotte. Ralph's got pushing forward here. The heavily wounded Tiger tank here. Anti-tank getting flanked here. Riflemen getting murdered. And there you go. Anti-tank grenade off on the Tiger tank. Damaging the engine. Rouse called it, caught, suppressed. Pinned down. Sent screaming off. Tiger tank need repairs. Very badly. At this point, though, could maybe consider a Panzer 3. It could also just wait a bit longer. Maybe go for like one of these assault groups. Who knows? Up north here, the Greyhound keeps blasting out the Panzer gonna need it. Captain there suppressed by the MG-34. Good shot here from the Greyhound. Anti-tanking it off though. Another heavily damaged engine. We got the chaff here trying to poke forwards, but it is set quickly sent off. Assault grenades grading on the anti-tank gun. Tiger tank very close to the east load here for Charlotte. With the Panzer Pioneer and the emergency repair kit, it's still taking a fair while here to fix up the Tiger tank. More chaffies here though from Pax Ajax. He believes. But whether or not he should believe is another matter entirely. 155 to 22. More Panzer going to be here for Charlotte and the German army. The rifle going for the Sun Vector point. Charging in, we've got the Chaffies flanking end here. Good shot from the Tiger tank. Anti-tank setting up here. Chaffee down. Chaffee down. Panzers there wiped out. Chaffee rushing in. He's trying to the anti-tank gun. Almost got it. 9 points left. Chaffee down. Chaffee down. Quick crew shot there, Rapin quickly disengaging. Fight for Northern Point. We got 5 points left. 4. 3. 2. 1. And that's a GG there, since I was going to get popped out to the victor screen. So game over here, an absolutely cataclysmic fight here between Charlotte and Pax Ajax on Taranto Coastline. A lot of close moments. At times I feel like he'd been a bit more likely with some of those early mines, taking out, say, that Flak feeling much faster. He would have been in a much better position, and this could also have been a much shorter fight. Like, I just do suspect he wasn't quite aware of just how good the Flak feeling is with those armor-piercing ammunitions against light vehicles. I think, had he been aware of this, he probably would have taken some rather different actions that probably would have seen the Flak feeling being a lot less effective, and maybe being a lot dead faster. But it did help keep Charlotte in the match here, and she used it quite effectively. Then, of course, into fast Flam Panzers and Panzer IIIs proved to be quite an efficient strategy there. But he was able to do quite well with these Chaffies, and that certainly shows they are quite good in the right hands. I do think, though, that EC8 being thrown up here was a big mistake there by Pax Ajax that also think further make things more tough for himself than this. So still quite an exciting match here, and also nice to see the DAK Tiger from time to time again here in the 1v1 meta games. So hope you enjoyed this match. Hope you learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share. Consider telling your friends, your family. And you can always donate and support the Propagandacaster by the link in the description or pledge on Patreon. This is Imperial Saint. Cheers, and see you all tomorrow for another episode. Bye, everyone.